I I don't want to say the pandemic came as sort of a blessing in this case for your company, but it is something very similar. I know you guys were still going strong before the pandemic, but the pandemic definitely sort of put you out there as the solution for such a scenario, right? And I want to sort of understand in terms of numbers, if your company
Yeah,
are sharing any, what was Rocket Health and TMCG before the pandemic,
yeah.
and what does this mean? What does the pandemic also mean in terms of your business going forward?
The COVID-19 pandemic was a huge boost to telemedicine, mainly because all healthcare encounters previously almost entirely happened within clinics and hospitals, and all these places are known for long queues, waiting rooms, people and patients congregating. Doctors mixing with nurses, mixing with patients, mixing with sonographers, and what we call hospital-acquired infections. And of course, COVID being airborne, made this, a hospital a high-risk area. So a lot of people, especially those that had chronic conditions, were elderly, just couldn't go to the hospital, didn't even want to go to the hospital. Then also on top of that, add lockdowns, mobility restrictions. A lot of people were stuck, and telemedicine pretty much was the only opportunity for them to get healthcare. So in the beginning, they were kind of forced into this telemedicine option. But the beauty about telemedicine is that the moment you use it once, it's like magic. It's a magical experience. There's no going back.
I see.
The moment you call in and the doctor can sort out your issue and your labs samples can get picked up without you traveling or waiting anywhere in the comfort of your home in the middle of a movie, and then your results come back to you on your mobile device and you get a call that explains everything, and before you know it, your medicines are at your doorstep, or maybe you need monthly refills to manage your chronic condition and you don't even have to think about it. Somebody calls, figures out where you are, schedules your delivery. I think the moment people have that experience, they're just not going back to what it used to be. So a lot of people were able to get on board as fast time users and have really stuck with using telemedicine thereafter. And in terms of what that impact was on our business, we saw a 650% increase in revenue when you look at 2019 versus 2020. So a huge boost in the number of users. Our users were growing at 150% every month throughout 2020. So growth in users, growth in revenue, but then also that comes with its own kind of growth pains, right? Just between March and April alone, when the lockdowns were instituted, our traffic multiplied by five instantly, 5x. And what that meant is that we had to immediately start hiring more doctors. We had to immediately boost our inventory. Fortunately, also some insurance companies had just signed before the pandemic. Those what were sitting on the fence signed immediately after, and also that also brought a lot of new, clients through our door. So the pressure, the cash flow pressure was huge. We had to make sure that we could beef up all those different areas to maintain the quality of service that we are being offered.